Working.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
It's Yulia Ivasev.
Yes, who am I talking to?
I'm Katerina Gritska, and I call you on behalf of my client, Mr. Bilra. Do you remember him?
Of course I do. I sent him lately the draft of the contract.
Yes, and I'd like to talk to you about the draft version of the exclusive contract that you sent to me, because my client is not satisfied with some clauses of this article.
Okay, so look what we can do next. I'm open today in the afternoon, like around 4 p.m. Either we can manage manage a meeting tomorrow.
Oh, I think it will be better for me to meet you tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Let me check my schedule. Okay, I'm free, so I'm open for 10 p.m. a.m. in the morning.
So, okay, tomorrow at 10 a.m. in your office.
Okay, see you
Goodbye.
tomorrow. Bye. Hello.
Good morning. I'm Katerina Gritska, and I called you yesterday about Mr. Bilra and about the contract that we are going to sign.
Yeah.
Exclusive corporate agreement.
Of course, I do remember that, and I reviewed the contract also, and so I'm open for discussion, and also I'm open for the amendments too.
So I'd like to start the discussion, and my client is unhappy with the clauses of the contract, especially with the clause 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, and 10. So let's start from the first.
Of course.
It said that the composer has their obligation to assign, transfer, and deliver to publisher all copyright, and the composer can't assign the copyright to the third parties. I think that it's the infringement of the copyright of my client, because why we can't make an agreement with other third parties, because it would be better for my client, as it can be like the additional income for him for using his author's rights.
Yes, you are right, and then I understand your opinion in this case, and we are interested in to get a much bigger profit from selling the performances and also your songs. But there's another situation, and if we allow this, how we will control the agreements and the actions that will be made to your songs?
So I think that we can control it, because you can stipulate in the contract that we are going to sign the term that the users of the author's rights of the composer has to give the reports of the activities that they do with the copyright.
Exactly, but that's what the statement says, that copyright is not held by third parties, which basically means that the publisher and composer as well those two has only the copyrights for the
Yes,
songs.
but the composer is the author, and I think that it has right, because intellectual property law said that composer as the author has the right to authorize other persons to perform, to use, to translate his artistic works.
Yes, in this case, in this agreement, we have some interest too. So let's do the next thing. What I propose to you is we as the publishers, we can make an agreement on the performances and selling the songs for the films, commercials, and everything. But in case if we will sign the agreements, we will need your permission for signing the agreements, and you will be informed with it. Also, when you will sign, we will add some to this article that the composer will have the right to sign the agreements and give the copyright on the performances on his songs to the third party. But in case if he will contact us too, and he will inform us with this information, we promise only to, from our side, be only as a
we want to be informed.
We want to be informed, and all we can do, we will recommend either is the good deal or not, but we will not make any obstacles for.
So, as I understood that that our decision to make the contract wouldn't depend on your decision.
It wouldn't depend on my decision, but we would like to be informed so it won't hurt our interest.
Okay, I agree with this.
Okay.
And the next that my client is don't agree with is the clause that said that the composer has to deliver to the publisher a minimum of 10 compositions each year. I think that it's a very strict obligation, because how we can predict how many songs we can write in each year, because even it can depend on the health condition of my client, or some force measures.
Okay, so yes, 10. It's like, I would not say it's not like it's too much, but look at the situation from a different perspective here. If you put yourself as a buyer and you buy an album, and then in the album there's only 5 songs, and then you pay money for this album, if the 5 songs is enough for you, because when you pay money you want to get from this album as much as you want. So we will need to make the number that is that will not hurt you, like your client, and also will satisfy the buyer. So I propose 2 things. First one is we can make it either from 7 to 10. Either what we can do in the contract, we can put the terms that will list all those force majeure situation that will basically recover you from the liability if you will not perform the clause. Perform the
So
clause.
I see your point, and I agree with this, but can the number of the composition vary from 5 to 10 compositions each year, not 7 to 10?
I think if we will list the formal majeure situation, and in case if in this list there probably will be such reasons like family conditions, health conditions, etc. So I think it's possible.
So okay. The next that I want to discuss is the right of the publisher to assign in whole or in part the composition hereunder. So if you want to assign this obligation for me, I have to do it in some probably during some period of time. Can we stipulate this, because this period of time, in order to avoid some problems with this, with the performance of this obligation?
In my opinion, it would be really great if we stipulate this question with our clients. So, because I'm sure that after some time, like this is not the final draft of our agreement, so probably it will be good if you ask your client in what term he is agree to write the assigned song in case if it happens, and then you will inform me, and so I will contact my client, and that will be the best way to solve this issue, because both of us, we are only the representatives, and it's kind of hard to make the clear terms that will satisfy.
I understand you offered to not to stipulate the strict term, but it can be it can differ.
Yeah.
Depend on situation.
Yes, it does.
So okay.
Let's wrap up.
Huh?
Let's wrap up.
Okay.
Let's pretend that
Let's
we
do
agreed.
this one.
So, and my client don't agree with the clause that stipulate that the fees and royalties that you have to pay for the client, and he don't agree with the sum of money, because there's stipulated that you have to pay only 12.5% for of payments and fees each year. So I can say that it's too little amount of money, because as I know, on the global market, of the legal advice, the fees and royalties, the sums of fees and royalties varies from 15 to 25%.
Okay, and so what do you propose?
I propose the average number between these two numbers that I mentioned, 20% for you.
You want 20% for 3 years in total. Okay, let's do next. I will pay my client will pay you like 18% for first year, then 18.5 for next year, and then 18.5 for third year.
I agree with your decision. You can discuss it. I think that you'll discuss these changes that we can include into our agreement with your client, and then contact me, please.
Yeah, I think a week will be enough for us.
Week, okay. Till next Monday.
Yeah,
till 10
talk to you
a.m.
later. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.